All right, so this is a quick video just to kind of show everybody and update everybody on the progress with the A to B plate, or lack thereof, or whatever you want to call it. So as you can see, a lot of things have changed since the last time I made a video about this, but this is basically how things will look or should be for the time being. Some things have been deleted, like the black air box that's way over there now. You don't need that. It makes room for the intermediate half shaft and gets rid of the hose that goes into the oil pan, which I ended up just cutting that off and using, I'll cut that off right here. This used to go right there like that, and that black box had a hose. I said, don't need that. Cut it off. I'll end up going to get some aluminum and welding that shut, so that won't even be there. This is one of those B series oil catch can filters, or fittings, the A&M fittings, so that works in the A series. Gonna have to figure out how to mount this, but yeah, it's pretty close. Plenty of room. Clears the oil pan, no problem. So probably just bick that ear off of the alternator mount bracket, figure out some way to make a steel plate, put 3 4mm wheel studs through it and bolt that shit in place and call that an intermediate half shaft plate. The modification to the A to B plates, big thing was I took a 60 mil hole and had to cut a hole with a hole saw in the plate to get the axle through. It was a little off still because I didn't account for the little lip on the edge of the dust shield for the half shaft. So I had to grind it a little bit to clearance it, but for the most part, that's all that needed to be there. I went ahead and welded a 1/2 inch thick piece of plate so that I could make this rear mount. Basically just welded that, tack welded that right now before we fully weld it to the plate so that I can make up the distance in the rear mount so it will match with what I got there. So minus some hardware, that should be done, and this should bolt the all-wheel drive 5-speed transmission into my Accord. So the next video we'll go through some of that stuff. Still have to cut a hole in the firewall for the shifter cable, but I have an idea on that. That'll come soon. Aside from that, progress is progress. All right, hope you guys enjoy.